so Janet and I, we've been friends for a really long time.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because when people see me post with you, they're like, she's trying to get on the Valley. I'm like, honey, I'm a fucking star. I could be
More
on the
like
Valley.
I'm trying to
Just kidding.
drag Lala onto the Valley.
No, but we've been friends for a really long
Yeah.
time before the Valley even existed. And you and I took our families. You were kind enough to invite us to go trick-or-treating with you.
We had so much fun.
It was so much fun. What were you?
Oh, so we were food. Cameron was a hot dog. My
Yes.
son. He was so cute as a hot dog.
He was adorable.
And then I was a hamburger, and Jason was French fries, and then Jared was a donut.
yes. And it was...
So we
You
were all
have
junk
to
foods.
tell.
Oh, I'm going to tell the story. I'm just going to round this back one time. So I left Sosa at home with the night nurse. Ocean decided to be a skeleton that night. I wanted to dress her as Cinderella, but there's no telling her what she's doing. When she has her mind made up, you can fuck right off.
I was going to ask, like, what's the process for asking her? Do you just say, hey, you have to dress up for... Like, I feel like this is the first year that she could be, like, picky about what
She
she
dresses
wanted.
up every day.
She dresses up as a princess every
Every
day.
day.
But yeah, I gave her options because she is all over the place. So I kind of have to bring her back down to like giving her a couple of options
Yep.
and then she picks. So she went to a party the day before Halloween as a princess and then to trick or treat as a skeleton. And she loved her face paint, right? The plan was Cinderella for her and Sosa was going as Gus Gus.
Oh.
Sosa didn't even dress up because she was adamant that she was going to be a skeleton. And I'm like, well, now Sosa's just going to look like a mouse. All right. Which is still cute, but also sounds very hard for me to have to deal with pushing her around.
Yeah.
And the reason I say I'm weird with time is I looked at Ocean and was like, next year she's going to be a fully different human being.
Yeah.
You know, like she went with her dad on a vacation. It was 1 week. She came back saying her R's. So what was once summer moon is now summer moon.
Oh, no.
I hate it.
I hate it, too.
That makes me want to cry.
I
No, it was
know. She's just
awful.
growing up.
Oh.
So time brings me to my knees.
Yeah.
But I had the best time with you guys because it's always just lighthearted and fun. And Jared, who I call your husband.
Yes.
I walk up because Cam can't walk yet.
No, we were pushing him.
He's a stroller trick-or-treater, right?
Oh, the best.
The
Yeah.
best guy.
The
Yeah.
best.
And I walk up to this house and I have pretty cool shoes on, right? And I'm with Ocean and we're like, trick or treat. And the woman says, wow, your dad has such cool shoes on. And I look down and I'm like, they are cool shoes, but like on what planet do I look like a dad? And I was like, whatever, 2024,
age.
Los
We're
Angeles,
day and age.
California. You're right. I'm wearing both hats. And then I look behind me and Jared's got these chrome shoes on that light up with a donut. Who could not look any gayer, by the way.
He's in full glam. Also, he had full glam.
Glitter.
He had sprinkles drawn on his cheeks, and full glam. So,
He did. He certainly did.
but you know what? He could be a dad with full glam with a woman.
Hey,
and he-
Well, he
anybody
was
can
like-
do anything.
He goes, the amount of times a day that I get, your husband is this, that, and the other when he's with Janet.
oh yeah.
They just constantly think that that's your baby daddy.
I've had people. Jared and I were at the grocery store once, and he was pushing Cameron. I was pushing the cart, and it's always old people. It's like 75 plus. They stop. They are like, I don't have anywhere to be, so you don't have anywhere to be. I need to stop and just tell you how cute your baby is for 20 minutes. This old couple stopped us and was like, I see both of you in him. And I was like, wait. I was
Just
like,
looking at
oh,
Jared
not only
and
you
Jason.
think he's my husband, but father of my child. I'm like, I get it because we're together, we're chit-chatting, pushing him
Right.
around the grocery store. I'm sure we looked like a really adorable couple, but I was like, oh my God.
Well, poor Jared. He's
I-
over here trying to be as gay as he can, and he's like, I'm still.
Well,
It's like
he's
the
do I
most
need to be
offensive
gayer?
thing ever.
Like for Jared, yes.
Jason always says the best compliment is if somebody thinks he's gay. He's like, wow, I must be dressed really well today. My
Totally.
arms
Yep.
must be ripped.
That's where I'm coming-
I
I'm
must
coming
look
from.
so good. If they think I'm gay, I'm doing it all right.
100%.
Jared's like, you think I'm a straight man?
offended.
No, that's the.
Don't offend me like
He's
that.
like, I need more glitter.
Yeah, he's like, what have I not done? I'm putting all this effort into looking stunning, gorgeous, perfect,
I know.
and you think I'm a straight man?
Yeah, no. It's
Offended.
beyond.
Rude.
No, you should have seen his face.
Rude.
He's like, I got dressed up like this just for people to think
Call me
that I'm
straight.
the baby daddy. Absolutely not. I have to say though, Jared, so I took Ocean to a drag show when she was young and obviously doesn't remember. And she loved it, right? Because she's always loved the music, you know, singing
She's
Mariah
a Lana Del
Carey.
Rey stan too.
She certainly is. Right now she's on TLC's No Scrubs.
I love that.
That is her whole vibe. We listened to it all the way to school today.
I love it.
But we went to the Paris Hilton
Yes.
suite, which was so fabulous. Ocean had the best time. But Jared arrives at my house before we go, and
Full glam.
full glam, gorgeous as ever. And Ocean comes up and goes, "Mom, Jared has makeup on."
Oh.
And she was a little nervous. And we learned something. Jared taught my daughter. I thought I had taught her by taking her to a drag show at the age of 1.5, but she clearly didn't remember. But Jared is just teaching Ocean all kinds of things. To like Lana Del Rey.
Yep.
That boys can wear makeup too.
Yep.
And now she's telling us that she wants to put makeup on Easton because
Oh.
boys can wear makeup too.
You have to let her.
You don't think it's like a massage on the face? I'm looking forward to it. I'm like,
You guys you need to do a like a TikTok or whatever the kids are doing these days of the process.
of my makeup.
Yeah.
And then you need to have her do a voiceover of like, and this is me putting on eyeshadow.
Janet, you're a fucking genius.
No,
And
I
I'm
really.
I would like to
We're
watch
taking that
that.
idea, and thank you.
I would
No,
like
I'm
to watch
absolutely
that.
doing that. And while we were trick-or-treating, you guys, so I don't know if any of you guys have been living under a rock, but the LA Dodgers took the motherfucking World Series, you guys. Can I get a whoop whoop and an amen?
You're
Hey,
such a
Bart.
sports girl now.
Well, I live with like dudes who constantly like
I
And
know.
we'll be over at the
That's
other house,
the one
and she'll
male
walk
thing
in
you
and go,
get.
"Why aren't you at our house watching it?" So we'll stumble on over to her house, and then
love
she'll
it.
watch it with us.
the house just feels alive. And I got dinner with Stassi the other night and we were talking about sports because game 4 was on and we didn't take it until game 5 in New York. But she was like, we had a phone out and she was like, I just don't, like I'm not into it. She said, but I do love when Bo has football on Sundays because she goes, even when it's just myself, Bo, and the kids, it feels like the house is alive between like the game and cheering and then
that.
Bo's reaction. I feel like that's why I'm into the sports.
Yeah, I like that. I actually have never really thought about it like that because I'm not a sports girly, but there is something that's like active and alive, and there's always like, it makes you feel like cooking something good.
I was just about to say, I know a lot of like people, even dudes, that just like taking care of the people. So they're making the food while we're all watching football, but they just
Yeah.
love to do that. It's like taking care. They like to host.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's something about it where you just feel like there's
It's
something
like
about
Monica
being
at
at
Friends.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like being that person though.
I do.
Well,
Okay, so you can be you can be the host. You hosted the Utah Utes football game a few
Yeah.
years ago.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. But while we were trick-or-treating, we saw
A legend.
a legend. Freddie Freeman.
I didn't
I
know. I was
didn't-
just like, there's a tall guy, and everybody, as he's walking by, everybody is turning around like, oh my God. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, look, and I think Cass and Jade, who we were with, they were like, Cass is like a heart doctor. Jade's a school teacher. Like, they don't, no offense, care about like this stuff.
No,
you know what I
not
mean?
at all.
Like, they're like, oh, it's so funny you guys are on TV. They don't care about it.
It's so cute.
So when I saw them fangirl, like both of them, they're huge Dodgers fans. They were like, oh my God, oh, we love you. And I was like, is
Take
that
your
one
breath
of-
away.
So much I was like, is that one of Cass's friends? Does he know this guy? Like,
And why is he acting so weird around him and
yeah.
flustered?
I was like, what's
I would
going
too.
on? And I think your mom was like, you don't know who that is? And I was like, no.
Lisa, she wouldn't have known who that was
she
either.
definitely
She
did.
did.
She does now.
Well, he was the MVP of the entire series. I mean, he was
Yeah.
hitting home runs each game.
He's hitting home runs on and off that field. I saw his wife.
I think he has like 3 kids.
He does.
He
and they're
does.
just as cute.
He was declining photos, which I felt bad. Somebody ran up and was like, I love you. Can we take it? And he was like, I'm just trying to have a night with my kids. And I'm like, he would have to do that because if he said yes to
To
one,
one.
Oh, it's never
The
trick or
ending.
treat
line.
was so packed, it would have been his whole night would have just been that.
Well, and he was one day coming off one day of winning so they won the
this
World
way.
Series. Trick or treating the next day was
He
the
had the parade.
Yeah.
He had to go home and go to bed and wake up bright and early to
And
celebrate.
I'm sure that he had a drink, but he was like with his family,
Yeah.
as they all are, on the bus during the parade, and he had a yerba mate in his hand. Like, he's like full on dad
Wait, is
mode.
that how you say that?
What is it?
How do you say it?
Yerba mate.
You are from Ohio. You also say Reese's peanut butter cup.
Reese's.
No, absolutely not.
No, I don't like that from you.
Wait, how do you say it?
Reese's.
No,
and you want
the yerba mate.
yerba mate? Isn't that right? Producer John,
don't know.
it's yerba mate?
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
Oh, okay.
He's over there shaking it. I don't fucking know.
I
You
don't
know when
fucking
you hear
know.
somebody say a word for the first time and you're like, oh, fuck, I've been saying it
Yeah,
the
you.
wrong way.
Bagel.
Don't they have giant yellow vans?
Yeah,
Yerba
it's like,
mate?
it's a
Mate?
kombucha or whatever, right?
Kombucha, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Only you, though. Like, you
Yerba
say we're
mate.
going to Las Vegas, and then when I ask you
Las
how...
Vegas?
Las Vegas. Is that not how you? I don't hear it. And then bagel. Everybody says I say
I'm
that
gonna-
weird.
No, we're having words after this. We're having many
She
a
was
words.
telling me how
actually-
Jason proposed, and she was like, he brought in a bunch of bagels. I was like, I have to stop you. I will punch you in the throat if you ever tell this story again and call it a bagel.
Let me tell you, it is ruined my proposal story. Now, when I try to tell people like what happened when Jason proposed, I say, in reality, he went and got Hank's bagels, which are our
Hanks.
favorite.
Are you sure it's not
thing.
Hanks?
Hank's
It's Hanks.
bagels. Anyway,
Hank's bagel?
now when I tell the story, I go, he went and got breakfast. Because every time I say it, people are like, wait, he got what? And I'm like, fuck it, never mind. I'm not going
Bay?
to tell anybody.
We're
Okay,
going
never
to the
mind.
Bay.
Bagels.
Bagel.
Bagel.
There you go.
Bagels.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Still sounds a little Ohio-ish.
Yeah, well, we're working. Maybe I'll start saying it that way.
I mean,
I
I'm
avoid the word now.
I'm glad, because that's the whole reason why I wanted you to say it properly, because I'm like, no one's going to care about your gorgeous ring and the fact that you're marrying that
Amazing
sexy
man.
Okay.
Hunk of joy.
No,
really is.
Not only
No, he
is
is.
The
your
cutest.
husband hot, he's like the sweetest human on the planet.
He really is. I don't deserve him. People
You do.
online
You
often
do.
are like, why is he with her? And I'm like, I
Because-
don't know bitches either. Okay. He
But
must
don't
be
fucking
dumb.
make aware. Don't make him aware.
He's book
I know.
smart, not
I'm like,
street
yeah,
smart,
I'm
guys.
like, don't bring this up with him because I don't want him to realize that he should be with someone better.
Right. Maybe if they wrote a book about you, then he would read it and be like, this seems like a bad one.
You know what it is? The only reason he's with me? The android.
Oh,
That's his one flaw.
I'm like, you could have had like a brain surgeon, rich lady who was also a supermodel, but you texted her and it was green and she ghosted you.
That's 100%. We've actually spoken about that on the pod before.
yeah. We need to speak to him.
I was
too.
like, Janet, divorce him. These
That
green
green
messages,
bubble.
he fucks up the whole group chat.
I know, but he's perfect in every other aspect of life other than the green texting.
Well, by the way, I fully
that's
agree with you.
dismissal.
It's like he's a real freaking gem, and I'm so happy
best.
for you guys. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.